Hey, yo, what's up? Moji here, and welcome to Dive into Weekly, episode 7. So, it's finally the end of the week, and we are actually going to be rounding off this week by checking out a lore video about Weekly. So, the title of this is an Introduction to Weekly's Lore, the weekly story from the channel to daily. And so, why am I doing a lore video for today? Well, first of all, it's a recommendation from one of my subscribers on Patreon. So thank you so much, Andakage. And well, second of all, I've really been busy this week, and so I don't have time right now to check out one of the longer guides to weekly. So I'll probably be doing a guide to weekly sometime next week. But for now, we're going to do this introduction to the lore of weekly, which, well, is something that I've been looking for ever since watching Venpara yesterday. So let's get right to it. Here we go. Okay. As the story is still beginning and unraveling as we speak, keep in mind the content of the video may change drastically with more information coming out each release. This is a starting point for you to create theories. Sounds promising. Okay, we have scenes from the various MVs, particularly after school. And
Weekly till now
was
was
that a
known
shot
for
of
their
the set
bright,
from
energetic
Venpara?
songs and atmosphere. However, behind it all was a deeper story. Before we dive into their universe, let's familiarize ourselves with their origins.
Okay. General information.
Weekly's story has many influences mainly from Roman mythology.
Really?
Each member
Roman
of
mythology.
Weekly represents a day of the week.
Of course, yeah.
The Romans named the days of the week after the 7 closest planets or celestial bodies, which had been named after Roman gods. Thus, weekly are the guardians of each celestial object their day
I can't
was
remember
named
the
after.
exact Roman
Sujin
names for the
represents
days of the
Sunday
week.
and the sun or the goddess Sol. Monday
Okay.
represents Monday and
Monday
the
is
moon
Monday,
or
of
the goddess
course.
Luna. Jihan represents Tuesday and Mars.
Mars.
Jiyun represents Wednesday and Mercury.
Mercury.
Soun
Okay.
represents Thursday and Jupiter. Zoa represents Friday
Ian,
and Venus.
Soyun, Zoa.
Jehi represents Saturday
Jehi
and
is
Saturn.
Saturday.
Their lore began with the release.
Okay. Before we continue to that, like, of course, it would be a given having 7 members represent the days of the week. Uh, yeah, it's nice to refresh on this. Like, probably at one point I knew uh the planet assignations for the days of the week because like I used to be really interested in both uh Greek and Roman mythology as well as astrology, and so like this is kind of a refresher for me. So yeah, so Tuesday is Mars, Wednesday is Mercury, Thursday is Venus, right? Friday is Jupiter, and Saturday is Saturn. And so we have each member representing the days of the week. So the order being Sujin Monday, Jihan, Jiyun, then Soyun, Zoa, and then Jaehee. So it's actually interesting to see that particular order. I'm wondering if there's going to be any like deeper tie-ins to to each member and as to the days of the week that they represent. Let's see.
Of the weekly story films, which were released prior to the group's debut.
The
So
weekly
far,
story
there are 2
films.
other characters in their story.
I haven't checked those out
Donut,
yet.
who is represented as a snail, calls themselves the god of creation.
Hey, we have a god of creation who is a snail. Like I noticed the snail before, but Okay. Let's just roll with it.
Donna was officially introduced along with the release of the Weekly story films. The character through Weekly's official fan cafe, and Weverse would answer questions from
Yeah, from
fans about
Zigzag.
Weekly's lore and provide more information. Donna has appeared in their music videos. On
Yeah.
February 17, 2022, a Twitter account,
The
The Donna
Donna
Story,
Story.
was opened. Uni, who is
Interesting.
represented as a cat,
Okay, so the cat also has a name. Uni, apparently. Messenger that connects Donna to Weekly. Okay.
is the
Okay.
messenger that connects Donna to Weekly. In the lyrics of Weekly's songs, a cat figure has often been mentioned.
What song is that with the baseball outfits? Hello? I should check that
Uni
out
was
as well.
officially introduced during the release of their third mini-album, We Play.
Yeah.
1212 is another important factor in their story. You may see it scattered around in their
Oh,
music
1212.
videos. Not only is this Soojin's birthday, but it is also something of importance.
Okay. Are they gonna explain
7
that's something of
important guardians
importance?
in space.
Ooh.
Soojin, the guardian of the sun in the center and also in charge of the solar system. Monday, the guardian of the moon orbiting Earth. Jihan, the guardian of Mars. Jiyun, the guardian of Mercury. Soun, the guardian of Jupiter.
Okay, so these shots in Venpara are making sense now.
Solar, the
Wow.
guardian of Venus. Jaehi, the guardian of Saturn, and together they maintain harmony, peace,
Oh,
and
sorry, I got it mixed up. Soyun is Jupiter, Zoa is Venus. Okay.
serenity in the solar system. However, the Earth was in shambles. Environmental destruction and chaos was ruling over. Monday had observed what was going on and informed Soojin. The 7 guardians came together and promised to go to Earth to try to mend it. Soojin created a portal, referred to as the Wave Portal, for the guardians
Wave
to go
portal.
to Earth. For the planets to function
Are
properly
those the
without their
multicolored
guardian,
doors that we
each of
saw
them
in
had to spin
Venpara?
a top to preserve the harmony of the solar system before leaving. It was time for the members to leave on this quest. Before the guardians went through the portal, Soojin had set some information into each of the guardians' unique individual indicators. Through this, they could all recognize each other when they arrived on Earth. But when the guardians entered the portal, something happened. The guardians' memories were wiped clean except Soojin.
Ooh.
The guardians lost
Wow,
everything but
okay,
the information
so they have
Soojin had set for them. Now
this
they are
storyline to them.
unaware they are guardians and here to save the dying planet. Using the information Soojin left, the guardians must find each other
This
again
is
to
really,
solve the
really
problem
interesting.
and bring peace back on Earth to make peace in the entire solar system.
What video is that? With Jiyeon wearing glasses and pressing that machine.
These are the various
The
other
button on the
factors
machine.
and subplots of their story that were confirmed by Donna. In the weekly story films, each of the members have a specific
I
item.
probably have to watch the weekly
In
story
Solan's
films.
film, you can see all the members' items are scattered around her house. Donna confirms that there is a reason behind why the items ended
Soyeon's
up at
house?
Solan's house. In Jaehee's film, you can see her trying to find ways to get the basketball through the hoop. She then tries to make a portal for the basketball to the hoop.
Okay,
but the
I'm not
basketball
bothered that
vanishes.
I'm getting spoiled
And
a
in
bit by
Solan's
the
film, you can
for
see
the
Jaehee's
weekly
basketball
stories.
roll into Solan's house and then a
At least
doorbell.
now I know what to look
Donna
for when I'm gonna
confirms that
finally
Solan
watch them.
changed the value of Jaehee's portal with the help of Soojin to help Jaehee find her house. And thus at the end, it was Jaehee who rang her doorbell. A video titled Monday's D-Day was released on Monday's birthday.
Okay.
In the video you see the date January 17th, 2020, and in Monday's film you see her crossing out the 17th in her diary. Donna confirms the day in her diary is referring to that day, and that it was the day Monday became the final confirmed member of Weekly. Ji-yoon's film was titled The Last Girl on Earth.
Last Girl on Earth. Okay, it's
Donna
the weekly
suggests
story
that
of
the reason
Jiyoon.
she is the last girl on Earth is related to the Guardians losing their memories. In the after-school music video, when Soojin's clock turns 12:12, a portal to the universe appears. As you notice, Uni is on the lap of Soojin. Donna confirms Uni came to pick the members up after Donna's request.
The cat
Thus
is the one
the
that picked
portal
them up.
appeared. When the members go through the portal in the after-school music video, they are transported to a basketball court surrounded by clouds. Donna suggests that this isn't any of the Guardians' planets, but another place.
Okay.
At the end of every weekly music video is a laptop being closed. And at the end of After School...
At the end of every music video? Like, I noticed that, but I didn't really think about it. No, I mean, like, I remember seeing the laptop closing at the end of each video, but it never registered in my mind that it was happening in every video. Huh. Huh. Okay.
And start of the holiday party
Really
music
interesting.
video, we see the laptop in a particular room. Donna suggests that there is a third party who has been observing the members, and there is a reason behind why. Jihan had invited the members to Mars in the holiday party music video.
They were
Through the
partying in
galaxy
Mars.
train, they arrived and had a fun party. The music video was not confirmed by Donna, but the company and members themselves.
The prologue film.
On February 18th, a prologue film was released in conjunction with the release of their first single album titled Play Game Awake, releasing on March 7th.
So this is
At the start of the film,
before
it seems to depict
Ventara.
the beginning of their story, where the Earth is in shambles, and in the process of the Guardians trying to save it, they lose their memories. We see Soo Jin, and as she was the only one who had kept her memories, it seems to show her trying to bring the Guardians together. In the narration, Energy of Love, we become one again, giving a hint for something we may see in the future album.
Ooh.
At the end, Monday and Soo Jin meet with the rest of the Guardians. Monday and Soo Jin are referred to as Luna and Sol, the Roman gods of the moon and sun respectively. According to Roman mythology, Luna and Sol represent the extent of Roman rule over the world, with the aim of guaranteeing peace. Thus by the film it seems as Soo Jin with the help of Monday brought them together. The timeline of Weekly's story is still unclear, but
So
from the
cool.
film, the overall aesthetic shift from bright to dark is a big factor in showcasing the difference of the members' true selves. Weekly's lore is more well planned out and detailed than you may think. All the subtle details in their music videos, lyrics
so
of their
Ventara
songs,
is
dates
them
of
showing their
releases,
true
and
selves?
showcase more sides to their story. Analyzing
All
the
the-
Weekly story films and their music videos
All the
is a
MVs that
good
came
start.
before was them like
The lyrics of their songs also
with
have
their
the
memory
story
swipe?
in them, such as My Earth, Universe, Uni, Hello, to name a few. Contents and messages
Ooh.
in their physical albums also give hints to their lore. All the posts from Donna can be found in full in a link in the description. This is just the beginning of Weekly's universe. Most were truly blinded by the bright colors and energy Weekly brings, but from the beginning this interesting underlying story has made its rounds. Now that you are aware of it, enjoy the hidden gem that is the Weekly story.
okay. So that was an introduction to Weekly's lore, the Weekly story. So I definitely have to check out the Weekly story films after this. That was such a great explanation of the lore. I didn't know it actually went that deep. And it's an interesting story as well. There is an actual like storyline that we're following, but with like the seven members of Weekly representing different planets and heavenly bodies, and then like they're all going to Earth to save it, but they lost their memories. And then when we get to Venpara, it now makes so much more sense now. Oh wow. I really really like it when K-pop groups have this type of, well, have a lore to delve into, especially if it's something that's not quite so obvious, that will it that will add an extra layer of what do you call this, entertainment. Once you delve into it, because it truly is something that you can take as something additional, right? Because like you can listen to the songs, you'll just have this uh what they call this, initial enjoyment from listening to the songs from Weekly. But when you get into the lore, it's like you're on a totally different track that's enjoyable as well. And so it's another layer, but a totally different layer that adds so much more to. Uh, I'm trying to find the word, to the mystique of the group. Ah, yeah. Can't wait to see how Weekly will push forward with their lore, especially since they had this big change up with Venpara, and it looks like that change up that we had in Venpara is the one that will set the direction for them moving forward, right? Especially if that is what we're going with lore wise, that they are revealing their true selves. And so we may see a different Weekly going forward than what we initially have come to know them as, like with their first few music videos. Anyways, yeah, this is just making me excited really for future releases from Weekly. Although I was sad to hear that Jiyun is no longer in the group. So Weekly is going to move forward as a 6-member group from now. So yeah, uh, looks like I've got a bunch more stuff to check out from Weekly. Those Weekly story videos. I'm also going to be checking out a guide to Weekly, although I'm still not settled on what guide to check out. If any of you could recommend a guide, which is the best guide for me to check out. I've uh, looked up, like I've searched for guides for Weekly, and the most popular one though is from 2 years ago, so it might be outdated. I'm not sure. Although this channel from Todaily also has a sort of guide to Weekly from 1 year ago, so that might be better. I'm not sure. So please help me out and recommend which guide I should check out for Weekly in the comment section down below. And yeah, this is not the end. We are going to be checking out a lot more from Weekly in the coming weeks. I'm still debating on whether I should give like a hint as to what group I'm going to be checking out next. But unfortunately, I didn't prepare anything. I've really been so swamped this week. So I'll just leave it as a pleasant surprise to you guys uh, when you see what group I'm going to be checking out next week. So the group I'm going to be checking out for the next week, well, starting tomorrow, is a bit of an older group, although I would still consider them fourth gen. They're one of the more established ones, although not too established yet. Like among the really really popular ones right now, uh, I'm not sure where they fall on the list actually. But yeah, it should be interesting as well. A lot of content for the group I'm doing next week, and also for the week after. So I'm thinking I'm not gonna tease them anymore. I'm just gonna post them when I post them. So yeah, that's it for uh dive into weekly for this week. Of course, we're going to be checking out more from them in the near future. But yeah, uh, stay tuned for who I'm going to be checking out next week. Anyways, let's wrap this up. Uh, I really really enjoyed this introduction to Weekly's lore. Um, I'll leave a link as well to the original video in the description down below. So uh, please show it some love. Put a give a like to the original video as well. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to what will happen to the lore of Weekly in the future. So as we end this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, feel free to check out my Patreon, where I also post reactions to longer form content, more casual content, most of which is available for free, with some extra bonus perks set aside for those who are kind enough to subscribe. So go ahead and check it out. The link to my Patreon is also in the description down below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me on this really interesting mystical journey with Weekly. And until next time, have a great day, everyone, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.